Martin.
What is going on, Lynchburg?
Oh man, she's excited.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I love having excited people in the studio because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it takes a little bit to get me energized. So I feed off that energy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't have a crowd to look at, even though I know that there's like mad people like and all that, but I'm just tripping out. Anyways, Letita Martin is in the building. She's going to be doing a concert tonight.
Yes.
Here in Lynchburg, VA, at the Old Thomas Road. The Gospel Explosion goes down at 4 p.m. tonight, so you definitely want to go check that out, all right? But you came all the way here from Greensboro.
Yes.
Okay, well, I said that slow, so I wanted to make sure I had that right. But that's what's up. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Tell us a little about who Letita. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna get that right.
We're gonna fight at the end of the day. There's a nice little open space back here behind us, you guys in the studio. And I promise you it's gonna be me and him. He gonna come back with a black eye.
Word. She's gonna jump me, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Letita Martin in the building. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Letita Martin. I am an urban gospel artist coming out here representing all the youth who are out here who are standing strong in God and standing strong in their faith. We will be out here, as he did state, for the Gospel Explosion 09. Have been doing urban gospel for several years now, really just starting to step out and come from an underground, starting to phase myself into mainstream. You guys look for the EPK, which will be coming out to you in a couple of months. We're going to drop a couple singles just to give you a feel for what the album is going to sound like. You guys, I promise you, you will definitely love it. You will definitely love the energy. It's very diverse styles of music on there. So, you know, you guys keep an eye out. Go to my website, LetitaMartin.com, or you can go to myspace.com/Letita Martin. Check me out. Send me messages. I will definitely hit you back up.
That's what's up. Now, I was reading your profile earlier, and seems like you've been singing for a long time.
Long time.
I see that you opened up and did the national anthem for a crowd of 6,000 when you were 10 years old.
And y'all, I forgot the words. Like, I didn't forget the words, but I know.
So you're that little girl I see on YouTube.
I mixed the words around. No, I sung the whole song like really good, but I like mixed. I mixed some of the lines up, but I still went through it straight. So unless you knew the words, you couldn't tell that I messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your music. Like, tell us. Well, actually, tell us your testimony. Tell us a little bit about that, you know what I mean? Drop that on us real quick.
Okay. My testimony, basically, you know, it starts off typically like most gospel artists or most artists start off, you know, I grew up in the church, I was raised in the church, and we did such and such. And basically what it was is I just got to a certain standpoint where I became rebellious, as all children do. And I was in a very abusive relationship physically and emotionally, and things were really starting to be... a lot of turbulence was kind of going on right there in my life. I was not in church anymore because I was upset with how things were going for me. And so basically it just got to the point that when I realized, and this is just a part of my testimony, slightly in detail, that when me and the other person I was dealing with, literally when we had guns up to each other's head because we were ready to pull the trigger, I realized that something in my life had to change. And from that standpoint, I just started cutting all ties off. I kind of isolated myself, and it was time to get back in church. And when I got back in church, because during that time, sometimes God does have you isolated so that you don't have no one to go to but to Him. Right. So it ended up having me come back to church, and ever since then I just stayed and I stuck in there, and I just promised God that I would not detour from this path. That's what's